Hey, Tyler here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna go over a scene from a new Marvel show. I hope you like this video, and more importantly, I hope it's helpful. So let's watch the scene, and after that, I'll explain everything so you can improve your English. Let's do it.
Hey, you okay? You okay?
Oh my God, he came out of nowhere.
Ma'am, get back in your vehicle! You alive? Good, because I'm arresting you now, and I want you real alert for that. All right, come on. Well, he won't give his name, and he's not in the system.
First offense. You take anything from your place?
No, but not for lack of trying. I think it's time for a good old-fashioned chat with Edward Scissorhands in there.
Is B&E your regular gig?
Hey, you okay? You okay?
Oh my God, he came out of nowhere.
Ma'am!
Did you see here how she connected came out of? The first thing I want you to remember is that these two words sound completely different. The first one we pronounce as off, with an ah sound followed by an f sound, and the second one we pronounce as of, which is a schwa sound or a sound followed by a v sound. But a lot of times, especially when of is followed by a word that starts with a consonant sound, we can drop the V sound. And that's why she pronounces out of as outta. And that can happen in a lot of situations. For example, get out of here. Let me show you some examples.
Even to be struck out of the postulates altogether.
You know, you're just way out of line here. Today, the way out of line people get the most attention.
Get those lazy bones out of bed!
I also want to talk about the word nowhere and the difference between nowhere and anywhere, since I see people using them wrong all the time. So when we say nowhere, we mean not in or to any place, or no place, or a place that doesn't exist. And anywhere is when the place is not specific. In or to any place. For example, he turned a corner, but there was nowhere left to run. The reason we use nowhere in this example is because the subject of the sentence in this case, he, has been cornered. So there is no place he can go. No place, nowhere. Now, anywhere. The example I want to use is, you can sit anywhere you choose. The subject of the sentence, you, is able to sit in any place they choose, but they cannot sit in a place that doesn't exist. So nowhere doesn't make any sense here. Got it? So moving on. Let's go to the next scene.
Ma'am, get back in your vehicle!
The use of this word can be a little bit controversial. So I'm gonna give you my take on this, but this can change depending on the country and sometimes even inside the US depending on the state. So there are different situations we use the word ma'am. Ma'am is often used in the military to address a female of higher rank. So we would call a man sir and a woman ma'am. I've seen people calling teachers ma'am to show respect, even though in my school we used miss. But that doesn't matter. In some places, a woman is called ma'am as a sign of respect. So maybe if you go to a store and if you're a woman, they might ask you, "Do you need any help, ma'am?" The thing is that some people, like my mom, hate when people call them ma'am. because they feel that if you call them ma'am, you're saying that they're old. So if you want to piss my mom off, call her ma'am. If you know them, you can definitely call them by their name or something informal.
You alive? Good, because I'm arresting you now, and I want you real alert for that.
Did you notice here that she said, you alive? Instead of, are you alive? The full question is, are you alive? But it's quite common to eliminate the beginning of the question if the question begins with is, are, do, did. For example, instead of do you like it, you can say you like it.
I think it's time for good old-fashioned chat with Edward Scissorhands in there.
The phrase good old-fashioned is used to describe things that are traditional, classic, or reminds us of the past in a nice way. It suggests comfort and reliability. Here are some easy examples of how to use it. We decided to take a good old-fashioned road trip instead of flying. Or there's nothing like a good old-fashioned home-cooked meal. Or we spent the evening playing good old-fashioned board games.
Is B&E your regular gig?
B&E is an abbreviation for breaking and entering, which is a crime that involves illegally entering a building or other area without permission. And when she asks the kid if B&E is his regular gig, she's being sarcastic. She's basically saying, committing crimes is your new job now? Gig is like a job. Sometimes temporary or freelance, maybe kind of informal. Well, that's it for today. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you and see you next video.